Hey, good morning, everybody. Morgan SLV here. Today's date 7/26/2011. Gold 1613, silver 40.53. It's made like a 10-cent move since I started on this research this morning. As far as silver goes, I'm just going to make some comments. I have a question for you tubers out there. Let's just kind of mow through this stuff here. I got here, I'm my own best customer. What does that mean? The bottom line is that as the world's financial status becomes more and more unstable, countries are needing to get bailed out, i.e. Greece, right? That's an example. But the bottom line is, who's going to bail us out? Who's going to bail the U.S. out? Well, since I think it's only fitting that we're the ones that have caused a majority of the trouble as far as the overall currency supply, money supply for the planet. We can just keep overprinting, and so I think it's probably fitting that no one is able to bail us out. So I just got here, I'm my own best customer, right? So bottom line is, if you're selling a product and no one shows up to buy it, and you want to make your books look good, or have some kind of a devious plan going on, you just buy it yourself, right? That's what the Fed, if they have a bond auction or whatever, and no one's there to buy the bonds, and the Fed just gobbles them up. And in essence, just printing money. You can't just print money. It doesn't work out. You cannot just print money. I think we all know that. Beating a dead horse. As far as the prices go, so I thought this was kind of interesting. I was watching Mike Maloney today. As far as prices go, you can have supply and demand. So if the supply is in short, is short, then the demand for it will be higher. Gold, or you can, such as silver, such as oil, right? Energy, food. If there's a shortage of cows on the planet, the price of steak is going up, correct? But in converse, anytime you have rampant money printing, the prices of everything go up, or at least the bet is made for everything, certain items to go up. So it's no surprise that fuel prices are up, energy prices are up, all the things that we are consuming. The things that we're not consuming necessarily, like housing, are going down. So, and that's worldwide, right? It makes no difference. It makes no difference where you're at. Supply and demand, yes, has an effect on prices, but inflation, money printing, always means that prices will rise. Always. For the things that your particular portion of the planet is consuming. I got a question for all you tubers out there. When I first started studying this stuff about 4.5 years ago, I thought, man, I had months to prepare because, the end of the world was coming. And as I'm going through this, I'm realizing, the powers that be could make this crap last quite a bit longer than I had anticipated. In other words, I thought the race that I was in was a sprint. I thought it was a 50-yard dash, and it's turning out to be more of a marathon. If I had to ask you guys, if you guys could comment, how long is it going to take for a lot of these things to transpire? How long is it going to take for us to see a peak in our in commodities and possibly a replacement of the U.S. Currency? Eventually it will happen, but I'm just kind of wondering. I'm trying to wrap my mind around, am I looking at 2 years or 20 years? It's I can't see it going 20 years, but I'd be interesting to read your comments. As far as things that push up the price of gold and silver, fear is one of them, right? As people fear the markets, as they fear that if they save in the U.S. dollar, it's going to be devalued. Those are all certain fears. And it's definitely bullish, for our gold and silver. China, this is kind of interesting, has massive corruption in their infrastructure. In other words, they're building buildings and bullet trains and crap they don't even need. But it's all because, or a lot of it's because, people are behind the scenes, getting their palms greased and basically stealing, cash. And they're building buildings, taller than the Empire State Building, and bullet trains that they don't even need. And so they're creating this vicious bubble that's going to make Dubai, look like a picnic. And so I don't know. I remember as a kid watching prices rise, and maybe for candy or whatnot, And I thought, how high can all this go? I remember thinking that distinctly, and I must have been around 5 to 8 years old. How high can it go? Amazing. We all know what my plan is. I'm gonna buy some more rentals and cross my fingers. And hey, anytime you guys want, please share your plans. Please share your exit plans. I think a lot of them are unique, and I enjoy reading the comments. All right, joke of the day. This is I've got my fitting redneck hat on. I've got a tractor in the background. As you guys all know, my son's business is smallengineadvicefordummies.com. It's one of the tractors that he's built. Okay, redneck joke of the day. You might be a redneck if you think loading the dishwasher is getting your wife drunk. Morgan SLV out.